let's get right into it. So the first drink we're going to do is the Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey Old Fashioned. Now, typically when you make an old fashioned, it's a little bit more of an involved step. I know as a bartender, working at one of the bars I worked at was a high volume, like vodka soda, shot, beer, easy stuff. And it's really busy. People come up and say, I want an old fashioned. And I just look at them like, okay. But this is really great. It's pretty streamlined because Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey, not only does it have natural peanut flavor, it also has natural cane sugar in it. So that eliminates one of the steps. So basically, we're going to run right into it, how to make a Skrewball Peanut Butter Old Fashioned. So first, you want to start out with your bitters. You can use all sorts of bitters, but right now I've just got the standard Angostura bitters. The recipe calls for 4 dashes. I'm more of a fan of 2, so that's the way I'm going to make it because I'm going to be the one drinking it. And so that's done. Typically, you add in the sugar, but again, this has the natural cane sugar in it. So this is going to be 1.5 ounces of Skrewball, or a 4 count. So now that's done, you're going to move over to your rye. You can pick whatever rye you like, but I'm a really big fan of the Templeton rye, and this is the 4-year. It's a really good companion with the Skrewball, and this is a great drink for any occasion, any time of the year. And this is more of a, because like Skrewball, a lot of people think it's a little sweet. This will reduce its sweetness and make it more of a spirit-forward cocktail. So this is going to be 3/4 ounce of Templeton rye, and that's a 2 count. All right. Then you want to grab your cube or ice. You can use any kind of ice you want, but I prefer 1 big cube. And the benefit of having 1 large cube is it keeps your drink colder for longer, and it won't water it down as fast. So what you want to do now is get your stir spoon, and you're basically, the only reason in typical old fashions, you're going to stir it just to not only dissolve the sugar, but to get everything mixed well together, reduce that ice cube a little bit to get it to water down a little bit, so that heat doesn't come at you so much off of the rye or any old fashioned that you make. You want to stir it for a pretty good amount of time, but it's entirely up to you. If you're thirsty, you can stop whenever you like. Now, the next step is to add in a cherry. Now, if you're going to add a cherry, you can add maraschino cherries. It's fine, but where it's at, and it's worth the money, it's worth investing in yourself and your drink, is the Luxardo cherries. They're a little bit more expensive, but they are worth it. So you're going to take, it depends on if I'm out, and if they charge me their cherries, I'll only get 1. But if they're not, and I order a drink from a bartender, I'll try to get 2, maybe 3, because it's a great snack at the end of your drink once it's done. And then you're going to finish it up with an orange peel. And so if you just take a peeler, peel it back. I already did this to save you guys time, and it's already off there. So when you do your orange zesting, you want to hold it over your glass, and if you squeeze it, you'll be able to see the zest come off, and it'll all fall into the glass. And then you take the peel, go around the edge, give it a nice little essence, put it in, and booyah, you have yourself a delicious Skrewball Peanut Butter Old Fashioned. So if you're along with me, if you're just getting there, no problem, Hakuna Matata. Yep, nailed it. And so what we're going to do is we got like a 2.5-minute video that we're going to share with you guys that really kind of gives you an idea of the brand owners and the culture in which the brand started. Here, we're out of San Diego. So give me 1 second, and I will do all that swappery for you now. Oh, Danielle, could you provide me with some screen sharing ability? Oh, and while we're doing that, guys, I really appreciate from what I understand, Danielle had requested Skrewball to join this for Davidson because you, the consumers, had been requesting us to do this for a while. And I got to say, we really, really, really appreciate it. So we're very happy to be here, both Mike and myself. And there's only 9 of us in the entire company, and we are the 2 good-looking ones. Just kidding. And here comes the video of Skrewball's conception and our lovely owners.
When you believe in something, you gotta give it your all, and we're doing that. Skrewball peanut butter whiskey.
I knew at the core we had something there, and anything worth doing right is worth going all in for.
I was born in a war-torn country, caught polio when I was around 1 year old. Lived in a refugee camp 6 years, and through a random act of kindness, we got sponsored by a beach in Humboldt, and we ended up in Ocean Beach. First time having peanut butter was just heaven on earth. You're just like, holy shit, what the heck is this? Just how it tastes of freedom for me.
I met Steve when we were in elementary school. We started dating right after my freshman year in high school, and we've been together ever since.
I started in restaurant industry.
I have a master's in chemistry and then law. When we were expecting our daughter, we knew that our lifestyles of work weren't going to work if we were working hard. So we wanted a project that really combined the best of us.
And that's how Skrewball was born.
We got a lot of doors closed on us. Some people thought that we were ruining their whiskey. Other people might have thought we were ruining their peanut butter. But as soon as anyone tries it, you'll see this shock on their face and their whole opinion changes.
Like, what can't Skrewball go with? It actually enhances classic cocktails. Peanut butter and whiskey is just the perfect combination together.
And Skrewball is the greatest combination of us coming together.
Most people think we're crazy leaving our multiple successful restaurants, Brittany's leaving her successful law career.
But when we saw all types of people coming to have this, non-whiskey drinkers, whiskey drinkers, male, female, young, old, we knew that there was something here that could bring people together. Skrewball is really reflective of Ocean Beach, a place that just accepts you for who you are.
Ocean Beach allows you to be a Skrewball. You could be whatever you want and you're accepted with open arms. It's the best place in the world. Skrewball in the future, who knows? I think the sky's the limit. This product and brand is built right. The black sheep's our logo. You know, we are the ultimate underdog in the liquor industry. People yearn for something different, and here we are. So cheers to the Misfits, to the Black Sheep, and to the Skrewballs.
Okay, am I back? You can see me? All right, cool. All right, next up we have Mike. Mike, take it away.
Hey guys, I just wanted to follow up before I forget this. Carrie already referred to it, but thank you so much for supporting us and promoting us. Like Carrie said, we're 23% of the company right here. So we've really worked our butts off over the last year and been to, I think I went to 33 states last year, and Carrie was probably on the road more than me. So it's amazing to see you guys support us like this. The next drink is the Island of Misfits. It is, what's that?
It's great for summer.
Carrie says it's great for summertime. Island of Misfits is our kind of play on the Painkiller, which is a great rum drink out of the Virgin Islands. But we add this, it makes it an even better rum drink. This gives it a great mouthfeel. The basic gist of it, we're keeping a little bit of the rum in it, but the ingredients are pineapple juice, orange juice, a cream to coconut. We've got Coco Lopez right here, a bit of rum, and the Skrewball peanut butter whiskey, of course. Starts off, it's got 1.5 ounces of Skrewball. And then an amber rum. I'm keeping the tradition because they use amber rum in the Virgin Islands with their Painkiller. We're using Zio rum right now. It's a really good dark amber rum. And I would definitely stick. I've tried doing a light rum and it just, you still get the rum flavor even with just a 1/2 ounce. And then we're going to go 1 ounce of each of the juices. And 1 ounce of Coco Lopez right here. Doesn't need a huge shake. You definitely want to shake it to get the Coco Lopez mixed in. Should be good to go. Proper Painkiller and Island of Misfits is going to get a pinch. of nutmeg. We like to throw little pineapple leaves in there, but apparently there's a shortage of pineapples in our local grocery store, so we couldn't steal those. But the nutmeg is definitely essential. It's part of the ingredient. Gives a little smell and great flavor. Cheers. Nailed it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This one, we had this at our bar before, when Skrewball was just taking off and I was still bartending. We go through a bottle, 2 bottles during a day shift, just selling this one shot, one cocktail. Goes great in the summertime. We kept it on during the winter because everybody loved it.
So if you guys have any questions for us, we're more than willing and ready to answer those. But as far as like the one thing you wouldn't realize is you don't think that whiskey goes well with citrus, but Skrewball really, really does. And if you have all the means to do the Island of Misfits, it is absolutely delicious. And I'm sure you're realizing that at home. But I'm a good old boy from South Carolina. And we like to make stuff like redneck margaritas, which is just tequila and Mountain Dew. So if all you have is Skrewball and pineapple juice, you can get that going as well. That works as well. Clarifying, 1 ounce each juice and a ½ ounce of the coconut of cream? Question mark.
1 ounce of the coconut.
So one ounce of each ingredient that isn't a spirit. Yeah. I tell you what, mine's already running out. My old fashioned's almost empty. To be completely honest, it's because a little bit nervous because we can't hear or see any of you guys. So this makes it a little bit more awkward. Okay, question is, how is the peanut butter flavor? How does the peanut butter flavor get into the whiskey? Actually, that's literally, if I told you, I would be killed. But we have proprietary secrets. It's a peanut extract, a peanut oil, and what we do is we, through our filtration, we're able to extract the protein out of the oil, and the protein is actually where the allergen lies. So the FDA says if it's we're 2.5 particles per million particles, and if we are at 0.2 and under, the FDA says you don't even have to disclose it, but we believe in full transparency and don't have any secrets to hide. And there's a couple other proprietary secrets in there as well. But when we first started doing this, we sent different samples to labs because we were at the bar mixing real peanut butter with whiskey at our bar, making an absolute mess, peanut butter everywhere. And so we sent these lab samples out, and everybody said, "You're crazy. If I knew how to replicate peanut butter and make it taste right, I would already be retired." And somehow, through the miracle of
chemistry.
So Brittany, the wife that you saw in the video, she was a lawyer and also had her master's in chemistry. She quit her law practice to use her master's in chemistry to reverse engineer what we had been doing at the bar. And so she was actually the one that pulled it through.
We had been trying for months, and it was really cute when she came up. She goes, "No offense, guys, but you don't know what the hell you're doing." And, first response, "Yeah, no shit. I'm a dumb bartender. I don't know anything about chemistry." But, yeah, she got it. Her first whack at it was 100 times better than anything that we had come up with.
Well, when we first started, we had many, many different like dripper bottles, extracts of different flavors of peanut butter, just trying to do it at home. I still have it under the box under my bar at home here. We made many, many bad versions of peanut butter whiskey.
Very bad.
Sonia says Skrewball and cinnamon Coke is wonderful. Skrewball and cinnamon Coke. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and honestly, we reduce ourselves to let's figure out what it doesn't taste well with. And there's not many things that it doesn't go well with. I mean, it goes well with apple juice, pineapple juice, coffee, coconut water, depression, cinnamon Coke. What else?
The White Russian, just get rid of the vodka and replace it with this. It's 10 times better because you've got actual flavoring going in with that. And it's that is one of my absolute favorites. Then, well, shoot, you guys are from Colorado, so I imagine you might know what a Colorado Bulldog is. We add this instead of vodka, and we call it Screw the Pooch, and that's absolutely delicious also.
And the White Russian, not only is it delicious with Skrewball, but we also call that the Screw Putin. What's more American than peanut butter whiskey and saying Screw Putin?
Bump.
1 ounce measured equals how many seconds pouring? It's like 2.5.
He's different. I got a 4 count for my 1 ounce every 1, 2, 3, 4. He was raised in a different barn than me, I guess. I did corporate Cheesecake Factory for 20 years, so that would be my 1 ounce. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, Amber loves both of these. She says they're both magic. I'm really glad you do. It's favorite drink thus far. Creme de banana instead of creme de coconut. That is okay, because
Yes.
you can just call that the Elvis, right? I mean, it's pretty close to it. Or screw suede shoes, if you will. Not only is the name Skrewball easy to be immature with, we are pretty immature for adults. You grow older, you don't grow up.
Yeah, I've been 26 for about 27 years, and like you said, I mean, we've got screw and ball in the name, and it's made with nuts. So I've just seen some really childish evenings, 1 o'clock when bars are closing down and the bartenders are trying to get creative, and some of the drinks they've come up with, it's just been a lot of fun.
Mary Ann, she says Leopold blackberry liquor makes a great PB&J shot. That's you're absolutely right. You can do any other like Chambord, Razzmatazz, any of the berry liqueurs. It does create more of a sweet factor because you're adding sugar to sugar. So one of the cool things you can do, and it's often available at most bars, is you can do a splash of cranberry juice, and that it makes it less expensive for you, but it also reduces the sweetness. But that goes with grape juice, grape soda. I mean, pretty much any soft drink that's out there, you can pretty much mix it, and it's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Dynamite even.
kind of. I mean, you get as fancy as you want to get. I've seen one bar that's doing great things with this has grape jelly behind the bar, and they'll double strain it to keep the grape seeds out. And that was one of the better peanut butter and jellies that I've had. But personally, being behind a bar, the last thing I want to do is get the jar of jelly out and scoop that in, and then clean my spoon, and then put the jelly back in the fridge. But these guys were killing it. So what do I know? Maybe it's time for me to get out of the bar business and start slinging whiskey.
So if that's it, I encourage you guys to check out a bunch of other different mixers that Davidson might carry. It goes well with many other spirits. If you guys are looking for more cocktail recipes that you like, if you like these, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram with the hashtag Skrewball Whiskey, or any hashtag, but it's SKREW. Can't stress that enough. It's always misspelled, and that's totally understandable because we changed the way you spell a word, and that's the bed we have to sleep in. You can also, especially Pinterest, there are many, many, many recipes on Pinterest, and you should definitely check that as well.
For those of you my age, Pinterest is something that you do on your phone or computer, and I don't understand it.
But even if you just do Skrewball on the rocks with a pinch of salt, incredible. It's like a salted peanut. It depends on how immature you want to be. You can do salty balls or salted nuts, whatever. But yeah, we appreciate you guys' time. If there's any, let's see. Yes, it is very good on ice. And shout out SD. Yep. Thank you pretty much, Sonia. We appreciate the fact that you think we're funny because we just feel like
I feel like I'm bombing on stage right now. But there's just no response. You're a tough crowd. Oh, I tell you, you're not putting on so much weight in this quarantine. I told my wife, God, it's been 6 weeks since I've seen my weenie, and she said maybe you should diet. And I said, why? What color is it? You guys are great. I love you.
With that being said, we're going to finish up. Joe, if you don't have anything to say, we are going to do what we always do and give you a toast to the black sheep, the misfits, and the Skrewballs. Thank you, guys.
Cheers. Thank you so much, guys. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Everybody stay safe.
Does anybody have any last-minute questions for them, or anything that they would like to chat with them about before we close it out for tonight?
Bring it on. I've got nowhere to go. So any questions?
I'm in my mom's house right now. I'm just kidding. I love you, Mom.
Meatloaf.
Perfect. That looks like just some thank yous. So thank you guys again for being here. We greatly appreciate you guys coming again. And just for those of you who have been enjoying these, we have like I said, we are moving into. Oops, it's not letting me go to the next screen here. There it goes. We are continuing these in through June, so we still have 2 more left. We have the Stranahan's next week, and then Exotico Tequila the following week. So check those out. We appreciate you guys being here. Hope you enjoyed your cocktails. Thanks again to Skrewball Whiskey. Thanks to Carrie and Mike. You guys are great, and we appreciate all of your time that you spent with us tonight. And everybody have a great night. Thank you.
Thank you, Danielle.
Thank you.
That was so quiet.
Ba, 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 ba.